Early life and background. Marvin Andrews was born on January 8, 1976, in the capital city of Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Growing up in a football-loving country, Andrews' passion for the sport was sparked at a very young age. In a country where football is seen as more than just a game but a way of life, Marvin was exposed to the sport's vibrant culture early on. His family, though not wealthy, supported his aspirations, and the streets of Port of Spain became his first football pitch. From the moment he first kicked a ball, it was clear that Andrews had a natural talent for football. He was quick on his feet, strong in the tackle, and had a keen understanding of the game. As a young boy, he would often play with older kids in his neighborhood, trying to prove himself against players who were bigger and more experienced. It was here, in these informal games, that he developed many of the qualities that would later make him successful: resilience, tenacity, and the ability to read the game. Andrews' parents recognized his talent early on and encouraged him to pursue football. They enrolled him in youth clubs where he could receive formal coaching and further hone his skills. His hard work, determination, and natural ability soon led him to join some of the top youth football programs in Trinidad and Tobago, where he began to make a name for himself. His tenacity on the pitch, combined with his leadership skills, saw him rise through the ranks of local football. Early professional career, Trinidad and Tobago. Andrews' first foray into professional football came when he joined the local club Joe Public FC in the late 1990s. Joe Public was one of the top clubs in the TT Pro League, and it was here that Andrews began to make a real impact. He quickly became known for his powerful presence in defense and his ability to contribute offensively as well. His athleticism and leadership qualities stood out, making him a vital member of the team. At Joe Public, Andrews developed his skills further and became a cornerstone of the team's defense. His strong tackling and aerial ability made him a formidable center back, while his ability to read the game allowed him to shut down opposition attacks before they could become dangerous. It wasn't long before his impressive performances earned him a call-up to the Trinidad and Tobago national team, marking the beginning of a successful international career. Despite his success with Joe Public, Andrews was always looking to expand his horizons. The passion for playing abroad was strong within him, and he eventually caught the attention of scouts from international clubs. His performances for Trinidad and Tobago during the early 2000s only strengthened his reputation as one of the most talented defenders in the Caribbean. Move to Scotland. Livingston FC. In 2002, Marvin Andrews made the move to Europe, joining Livingston FC in the Scottish Premier League. This move was a turning point in Andrews' career, as he transitioned to playing in one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. At Livingston, he quickly adapted to the physical style of play and began to showcase his abilities on a much larger stage. His reputation as a strong, reliable centre-back only grew stronger during his time in Scotland. At Livingston, Andrews was known for his rugged style of defending. He was not afraid to get stuck in and put his body on the line for his team. His presence in the air was unmatched, and his leadership qualities were crucial for Livingston, who were then a mid-table team in the Scottish Premier League. Andrews was a stalwart in defense and played a crucial role in the team's successes during his time at the club. His strength, combined with his ability to read the game, made him one of the standout players in the Scottish League. Despite Livingston's challenges as a club, Andrews consistently put in excellent performances, and his reputation as one of the toughest defenders in Scottish football grew. His time at Livingston would become a pivotal chapter in his career, as it marked his first significant experience in European football and raised his profile among top-flight clubs across the continent. Glasgow Rangers and international glory. In 2004, after 2 successful seasons with Livingston, Andrews made the move to one of Scotland's most famous clubs, Glasgow Rangers. This was a significant step in his career, as Rangers were a top club in both Scotland and Europe. And the move gave Andrews the opportunity to play in the prestigious UEFA Champions League and compete for domestic trophies on a much larger stage. At Rangers, Andrews became a key figure in the defense, helping to strengthen the club's back line. His powerful presence, aerial ability, and leadership skills quickly endeared him to the fans, and he became an important member of the team. His performances were integral to Rangers' success during his time at the club, and he helped them win several domestic trophies, including the Scottish Premier League and the Scottish League Cup. One of the highlights of his time at Rangers came during the 2007-2008 UEFA Cup campaign, where Rangers reached the final. While they were ultimately defeated by Zenit St. Petersburg, Andrews' contributions to the team were vital, and he earned respect for his performances in Europe. The chance to compete in one of the most prestigious tournaments in club football was a dream come true for Andrews, and it solidified his place as one of the top defenders in Europe. During his time at Rangers, Andrews also continued to be a mainstay in the Trinidad and Tobago national team. He played a significant role in the country's historic qualification for the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany. This achievement marked a milestone in Trinidad and Tobago's football history, as the nation made its first ever appearance in the World Cup. Andrews was one of the key players for the Soca Warriors, and his performances on the international stage earned him widespread recognition. Despite his success at Rangers, Andrews was known for his humility and dedication to his roots in Trinidad and Tobago. He remained a passionate advocate for the development of football in his home country and often returned to Trinidad to give back to the community. Later career, Norwich City, and returned to Trinidad and Tobago. In 2009, after leaving Rangers, Andrews moved to England, where he signed with Norwich City. His time at Norwich was marked by several successful seasons, and he became a valuable member of the team, contributing to their promotion to the Premier League. Although he was no longer playing at the top levels of European football, Andrews continued to showcase his abilities and leadership skills in England, helping Norwich compete in the highly competitive English Championship. After his stint in England, Andrews decided to return home to Trinidad and Tobago. He rejoined local clubs and continued to play at a competitive level, while also transitioning into coaching roles. His leadership and football intelligence made him a valuable asset to the younger generation of players, and he worked diligently to mentor aspiring footballers in his homeland. Post-retirement and legacy. Following his retirement from professional football, Marvin Andrews has remained involved in the sport, dedicating much of his time to coaching and mentoring young players in Trinidad and Tobago. His focus on developing local talent has made a lasting impact on football in his home country. Andrews has worked with various youth academies, offering his expertise and helping to guide the next generation of players. Outside of football, Andrews has also become an influential figure in his community, using his platform to give back through charity work and social initiatives. His commitment to making a positive impact in the lives of young people has further cemented his legacy as not just a great footballer, but as a role model and mentor to many. Conclusion. Marvin Andrews' career is a testament to his perseverance, skill, and leadership both on and off the pitch. From his early days in Trinidad and Tobago to his time at some of Europe's top football clubs, Andrews has been a pillar of strength for both club and country. His time at Livingston, Rangers, and Norwich City, coupled with his contributions to Trinidad and Tobago's historic World Cup qualification, has solidified his place as one of the greatest footballers to come from the Caribbean. Even after retirement, Andrews continues to contribute to the sport, helping to shape the future of football in Trinidad and Tobago. His legacy is one of dedication, passion, and a deep love for the game, and he will forever be remembered as one of the standout figures in Caribbean football.